Okay, everybody, happy Tuesday. Good Tuesday evening to everybody. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Come on, we can get those hands going late at night. It's okay. It'll make you sleep good tonight. So, all right. Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. As hopefully you were coming in, you see that we're a community based all over the country, in other places around North America, and in other places around the world. This call will be recorded, and so you can get it out to any team members that maybe are at a drop talk or at a function tonight or can't get on. I know I was talking with Summer Simons just a little bit ago, and she's actually coaching her kids' basketball game. So, you know, we'll have these recordings and it will actually be up on my YouTube channel. I want to tell everybody really quick, and you go, well, what's the importance of this call? Well, first of all, it's a kickoff to 2025, but there's a lot going on in our company. I say this everywhere I go, and I was talking to the owners and some other people today as we were talking about as you scale a company from 350 million to $1 billion, there's a lot of growth that is going to take place all over the United States, all over North America, all over Canada, all over the world. And so I share that to say you all are sitting in different communities, in different places, in different parts of the world. Those communities, as we go into momentum, as we scale to $1 billion, they will start to hear about PartnerCo. They will start joining this company. Crazy enough, I've watched this happen for years and years and years. Your relatives will join. Your people you go to church with will join. And they'll join all around you over time. And so that's why it's super important right now for you to grab the market share that you want, but also know where you need to be plugged into. And one of the things that I want to do always is when I see a lot of information, a lot of things coming out, I want to bring it together on a call where you can get this information to your team and you know where everything's at. And we just have a little powwow together where we communicate. Are you okay with that? Like if somebody just comes to you and communicates with you and is like, hey, think about this, and so you can kind of put everything together. So what I've done is laid out some things that I think is highly important for you right now, January the 14th of 2025. And the first thing I want to tell you is I did a Millionaire Matrix call just the other day for our vice presidents and above. Every time you rank to vice president, you're more than welcome to join that community. Just ask anybody that's a vice president or above, and they will get you plugged into what I call the Millionaire Matrix, which is how do you go make this a full time profession? How do you go create six, seven figure plus incomes in this industry over time? And I was sharing with the group the other day, there's about seven skills, seven areas that a person has to be doing every day they're working this profession. It never changes, right? We can make it all pretty, we can do all these things, but they all have to, if I want to scale my check, if I want to scale my business, all has to fall in these seven skills. And I share that because on my YouTube channel, and I'll put my YouTube channel in the chats or the comments, is I laid that out the other day, and that's there for everybody on here. You can go to my YouTube channel and you can find seven skills to crushing the network marketing profession. And I encourage you to not let anybody ever tell you any different. These seven skills have been around for 100 years in our industry. And it's what I should be doing every day. But then I went and I broke every skill down and I've started doing a small video on each skill. And so I've done a skill. The first skill is finding prospects. I did a video on. The second skill is the power of inviting. I did a video on. The third skill is presentation. I did a video on that today that will be going up very soon. So I will do all 7 videos breaking down those 7 skills over the next few days. So I share that to go, you can go find that. You can use that on your team. It is for you, okay? For each and every one of you. And I hope it adds value. I know it has to me in my life. And I didn't come up with it, by the way. I was taught that by my great mentors, and I'm so grateful for that. So, first thing I want to bring to you tonight, again, why is this a special call tonight? Hopefully, I'm over communicating with you things that you might already know or things, but this is where I would focus right now. Number one is I would let my team know that Sugar Stop, if you hadn't already, is back in stock. Okay. And so it is in your back office. It is in the shopping cart for everybody. It comes in a 5 pack, and I believe it's so maybe somebody can put in the comments. I think it's a 5 pack, maybe a 2 pack, maybe a 4 pack, but it's so 542 and a 1, right? So you can pretty much get any kind of layout you want on the Sugar Stop, but it is there for all of you. Why is that so important? Because so many of us are doing this body balancing challenge. I was with a lady named Jessica. I don't know if Jessica's on the call. I know Kayla is. She has had unbelievable results with the drops. Unbelievable. She's a type 1 diabetic. She's insulin resistant. Her reading, she was showing us everything that's going on in her world being on the drops. It's been incredible. She's down 23 pounds. Hope, you were there. You heard this, Hope. She said, I used the Sugar Stop. Now, she has a pump, right? Type 1, got a pump, got an insulin pump. And she was talking about her readings of eating. Like she said, my family loves chicken and dumplings, and it spikes my sugar crazy. So I used the Sugar Stop and I ate the chicken and dumplings. And she said, I watched the readings and what they did. And she said, it blew my mind. So I share that with you, not to say, we don't all have to go eat chicken and dumplings tonight. But what we can do is we can leverage Sugar Stop as we're leveraging this challenge, right? Because we all, like at times, get tempted. And this Sugar Stop is a great tool for each and every one of us as we're going through this challenge and even beyond. So that is there. I would make sure your team knew about it so that they can get their hands on this product. It's amazing. Also, I want to point to you, I'm not going to take you through all these slides, but I am going to screen share, and I want to bring up Dr. Strand. I'm going to give you this slide deck, hopefully, in the chats. And this has to do with the 2025 Body Balancing Challenge, but look at this asset that you can use with your team, however you see fit. Just walks you through, and we'll just quickly scroll through these, but it's walking you through the different things that bottle 1 and bottle 2, what's in it, healthy diet. Like it also walks you through some support products that could be amazing and why it is, and how exercise in with these really helps. You can scroll through, you'll see cellular nutrition, how our optimal V and M, they're in the physician's desk reference, how powerful they are. Tahitian noni, again, another product's in the physician's desk reference, powerful product. Then we've got MOA, and how it's got 35 superfoods in it. It's an amazing product. But just some things, Restorex, because you might plateau some on this. Restorex is a great plateau product if you've kind of hit a roadblock and you want to get rid. And he kind of talks about what Restorex does in this slide. So great support material. I'm going to leave it at that, and we will hopefully put these in the chats where you all have that. If not, we'll have it on Telegram. Make sure you and your team are on the Telegram communication channel. I'm going to put this in the chats because everything I personally, Brent Palmer, deem is important. I will feed that to you on the Telegram communication channel, as well as Partner Co Nation. so that you always are up to date on everything going on, because there's nothing, more I want to give you than total communication. Okay. So that you feel like you know as much as I do about what's going on inside of Partner Co. Okay. Now, I want to bring your attention, and everything I'm sharing with you, I would then, if I were you, turn and make sure your team knows about this. Number two is Destin, Florida. I want to bring your attention to something in Destin, Florida. I believe this is our next area right here. So, okay. So the February the 6th through the 8th is our event in Destin, Florida. Last night, here's how you get your tickets right here, partner.co/page/connect-destin. So this event, I could go around the room and I could talk to people about after this event, how their business scaled because of the content. If you were on the call last night, put a one in the comment if you enjoyed that call and it gave you an insight. This is a very, very special event. One of the things that will be at this event is we will have a senior officers and above private, I believe it's a lunching with the owners and the executives at this event. There will also be a power ranking event at this event. And you have until January the 31st to rank to senior officer or above. Okay? So we have time. It's not over. We've got time to get there. And one of the things that I want to bring your attention to, and we're going to scroll up just a little bit, is we're putting a big emphasis this year on senior officer, like running people to senior officer. You're going to see all of our Connect events, our PXP. You're going to see special things for our senior officers and above. So one of the things that we're doing, and I want you to really think about this and talk to your team about this, is from January the 4th to February the 28th. If you go to your back office and you look at your weeks, that's week 2 through week 9. Okay? In this 7-week period, if you rank to senior officer and hold it 3 times out of the 7, they don't have to be 3 back to back, 3 weeks out of 7. If you hold the rank of senior officer, you earn a trip for yourself and airfare to Punta Cana, which will be, I believe, in April. You also, for all of our presidents, CEOs, chair people, you can also use your lifestyle credits, 320,000 lifestyle credits, to be rewarded with this trip. It's going to be an unbelievable experience. I look forward to seeing everyone there. And I just want to make sure that you build for this with you and your team. Strategize how to get everybody across the finish line to senior officer. Remember, week 2 to week 9, that 7-week period. Get there and then hold it for three weeks out of 7. Okay. So think about it. If you're already a senior officer, go requalify. 3 weeks out of 7 during this week 2 through 9. Okay. So I think I covered that. All right. Make sure your team knows about that. Okay. Next thing that I would highly is our savings bonus. Okay. Now I want to talk to you really quick. We have something in our back office called striking distance reports. But we also, here's where I would encourage you to work with your team coming out of the gate in January. I'm looking at Michelle McKay right now. I'm looking at Leisha Bacon right now. Like, we want everybody to, on Friday, strike that $250 in base commission category on the comp plan. Why $250? Because it unlocks the savings plan. And here's what the company does. They match that 15%. Now, if that 250 is 300, it doesn't matter. 15% of 300, 15% of 400, 15% of 1,000, 15% of 2,000. It will accumulate, and when it hits 10,000, you get a $10,000 bonus. And then it becomes another check every single month that caps at $2,000 a month. If you've received a $10,000 savings plan bonus in this company, guys, we give away over $1.2 million in savings plan money last year, just savings bonus last year in this company. If you received yours, put a one in the comment so we can see. Listen, we had people hitting it at record time. So, but don't here's why I tell you that. Don't let anybody on your team get to 230 and not 250. Can you imagine if every Friday you're like, check your base commissions team, because if you're close to 250, we got to get you there. We got to get you there so that 15%, what's going to happen on your team if somebody's at 240? They're going to go get 250, right? So push everybody to that savings plan of 250, right? So they can get that and lock that in. I just wanted to draw your attention around that. Okay. Now, next thing I want to share with you is a couple of upcoming events. One is both of them are every single week, but we've got an event tomorrow. Andrea Rosser, okay, $1 million earner in this industry, every Wednesday gives up her time so that you can invite your new people to a getting started training. Okay? Now, that's not to take the place of you doing it for your new people, but it's just a way to connect your people to this. And she's going to walk them through the same thing every Wednesday. If you've been on that, maybe put it in the comments, maybe a heart for Andrea, because she's given up her time to add value to all you and your teams, of just walking them through, giving them a little bit of steps and teaching on how to get started. Use this. Use it in your team. Use it for your new people. Again, it's not to take the place of you holding your new people's hands and training them, but it's an additional tool for you to use. Andrew, you got a lot of hearts out there. Yeah. The other thing
They're
is,
giving me a big head over here.
they're giving you a big head. Yes. I also want to direct your attention to tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we have over 22 of our top power rankers, of our top people in the company coming to you. And here's what they're going to do. They're going to share with you how they are launching their 2025. What are they doing strategy-wise to kick off 2025? I bet you're going to hear a lot of this. We're blowing up our schedules with drop talks on our team. We're hosting Super Saturdays in places that's got people for growth. We're going to Destin, Florida, for the Connect event. You're going to hear that we're posting twice a day. We're doing lives. We're doing reels. We're doing stories. You're going to hear all this tomorrow night. The how-to. Listen, how is Haley Lee blowing this thing up? Not just in Tennessee, but all over the world. How's this happening? You're going to hear from her tomorrow night. You're going to hear Sheila Balkowski. You're going to hear from Ashley Paulson, Cynthia Bolden, all of these amazing rock stars on here of what they're doing to kick their 2025. And this is going to be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time Zone. Now, remember, the Getting Started training is tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time Zone. So, this tomorrow night is a don't miss. And what I would tell you is build for this event with your team, right? Kind of like your kids. Did your kids ever listen to other people more than they listen to you? You're like, I've told you that 25 times. But somehow a stranger tells them, and your kid's like, oh my goodness, Dad, guess what I heard today? I'm like, son, I told you that 25 times. But you hear things different from other people. Your team will do the same thing. You're talking to your team every day. Let someone else talk to them and watch what happens. They listen more. So that's all going on tomorrow. The other thing is, I got to look for the next slide. What do we got, Andrea?
Next is the lifestyle credits
Oh,
and then research.
hopefully tomorrow. So let me tell you something our company does. And if you've been building a bit, if you're brand new, this will become more important down the road. If you've been here with us for a year, it's going to be like Christmas this week. I don't know. Is Sheila on? Is Sheila on this call?
I saw her in the chat. Let me see. Yes, well, she's on twice actually.
Oh, really? See if we can get her unmuted.
I don't know which one to unmute, but I'll ask this one and then we'll see.
We hope we're not being hacked here. Sheila.
Yeah. Okay, I'll ask the other one too. There
Okay.
she is. Sheila?
Hey,
Sheila, how are you?
I'm good. Can y'all hear me?
Nothing like catching you off guard. So
Yeah, driving.
I got to
Sorry,
ask you a
Sheila.
question. Last time we had a lifestyle credit dump. Let me explain this really quick. Every 6 months happens in June and then it happens to start the year, right? So if you work your fanny off, you go, how do I get these lifestyle credits to be spent on trips in our company? Well, just income producing activity. Recruit new people, get them to Ultimate. Help your team get their people to Ultimate. Go recruit new people, get them to Ultimate. It's the same cycle. It never changes, right? That's why I'm always out trying to bring new people in, get them to Ultimate, show them how to get their team to Ultimate. That wins. So last year, Sheila did not know about these lifestyle credits. Sheila, when you got your first dump of lifestyle credits, which hopefully, don't beat me up, everybody, if this does not happen tomorrow in your back office, it will be this week. I hope it's tomorrow, but be looking for them this week, especially if you've been here a year. And if you haven't been here a year, ask your upline that has been here a year and they're in the power rankings, ask them what their lifestyle credit dump is. And I don't know if dump's a good word, but anyway, it's like thrown into the bucket. It's like above and beyond your commissions. Okay, that made Kayla laugh. So anyway, all right, I did my job tonight, Carrie. So Sheila Balkowski, tell everybody about these lifestyle credit dumps, just what that did in your mind when you were like, this commission, this comp plan pays out 51%. And Sheila would tell me every Friday she would get paid last year. She's like, I can't believe this. Like, this is unbelievable. And then she got the lifestyle credit deposit into her back office. Sheila, what did you say?
I about lost my mind. Like, I'll tell you what I told somebody this weekend. I said, remember last year when we started in January and I didn't understand why all these people were freaking out in the month of January about something that got dumped in their back office. I was like, what is the big deal? Well, in July, I found out what the big deal was. It's amazing.
Sheila called me in tears and she said, as if this couldn't get any better, it did.
That's true.
Guys, this company pays you in more different ways the longer you stay in it and stay engaged. That's all I know how to tell. Like, you, at some point, you got to, like, do I trust them or do I not? But if you trust us, like, you just got to stay engaged. And if you put in the work, Sheila's living proof. She's put in the work. Last year, she went to the Bahamas. I can't wait to see what's about to happen. She's going to be really happy this week. And here's the thing, it just keeps getting better and better, but you're deserving of it. Like, you're worthy of it. Like, it's because of your efforts. And Sheila, I just wanted you to say that because it was always like, she's always so humble in saying, oh my goodness, this thing just continues to get better. And this week's going to be a great example. So be looking for your lifestyle credit deposit. And Sheila, thanks for letting me jump in and grab you for a second. And Sheila, by the way, will be with us in Destin, Florida, doing a train. I'm so excited for everybody to hear from Sheila in Destin, Florida. So that's coming up. All right. Now, The last thing I want to bring you to is, and this is to me a very important piece to building your 2025. And I want to point your attention. So first of all, there's a website we've built out called researchdrops.com. It's right here, researchdrops.com. It's so many nuggets in that. It's kind of like Circle of Health. Tons of wisdom, tons of nuggets, tons of opportunity there for your customers. Researchdrops.com is just major tools there for you to use. But inside of that, there's a backslash called events. If you go to researchdrops.com/events, you're going to find upcoming events. If you're a senior officer or above and you want, like you're doing a Super Saturday or you're doing a training, Sarah Weaver takes these and she puts them on there. Why? Why is this so important? I'm going to use Kayla tonight because she's in the middle of my screen and I can see her. And I was just with her in Baton Rouge. She put on an amazing, her and Hope put on an amazing Super Saturday. So this week on Friday, Saturday, I will be in Florida. I will be in Orlando. Now I want to scroll to it. Maybe we can see it on here. So why is that important? Not just because it's me. I could go to any of these dates. Here's what I would do if I were you, and I would teach my team to do it. Is I would teach my team. It's okay, Andrea, if it's not on there. I would teach my team to start going to that and playing Who Do You Know? And I'm going to give you an example. You don't have to go back to it, Andrea. You pull it up and you look at researchdrops.com, you pull it up and you see Friday, January the 17th. Oh my goodness, Brent Palmer is in Orlando, Florida. Why Partner Co? Why now? Here's the address he's at. Here's the time he's at. I got a cousin down there. I got a brother. I got an ex-preacher down there. I got a coach I know. I got a principal I know down there. You know what? I'm going to reach out to Brent and we're going to try to connect them and get them to that event. Then you click on it and it shows you the event. And we can help you build your business where you're at in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And Kayla found a baseball coach down in Orlando that because her son plays travel ball. And guess what? She connects us. Okay? The way to build networking is connect, connect, connect. You don't always have to work harder. You can work smarter. And if you'll leverage Research Drops, but better than you, just you leveraging it, your team. Because think about it. Tamara Bullard has a bunch of team members. Why not teach her team this? Because does her team collectively all together know more people than she knows? Absolutely. But if her team doesn't know where to go look, and her team doesn't know how to play Who Do You Know, her team, she never gets a potential for exponential growth from connecting people. Does that make sense to everybody? Please put it in the comments if it does. As if we get really good at this, we'll explode our business all over the world. After I leave Orlando, Florida, guess where we go? Mexico. We're in Tijuana. Check out my Facebook. I'm gonna do a live walking across the border. We walk across into Tijuana from San Diego. Then I think I'm going to Cholula, Guadalajara.
Chihuahua.
Guadalajara. Carrie, don't make fun. I'm just kidding. So we go to Morelia. But here's the thing. I'm going to use Tamara because I see Tamara here. Tamara could be like, I don't know anybody in Mexico. I'm not worried about that. It's bigger than Tamara. Tamara puts that in front of her team and goes, hey, team, who do you know in Mexico? And 6 people call her and go, oh my God, I got somebody in Morelia, Tijuana, and I got somebody in, you know, Mexico City, and before you know it, Tamara Bullard is in Mexico and has never walked there, never been there, but she worked smarter. That is the art of networking. That is the art of connecting people. And that's what you have. If you see Todd Rowland in Oklahoma, he's going in Oklahoma this weekend. Who do you know where he's at? How do you find out where he's at? researchdrops.com/events. I would look at this every single week to start my week in advance and go, okay, forward looking, these people are in Orlando, Oklahoma, Mexico, and then I would get that to my team and I'd start playing who do you know. Does that make sense? That's called skill. That's called like diving in and building with strategy. But we can absolutely scale your check, scale your organization for 2025 if we start getting good at this. And when you have people, reach out to us, reach out to Andrew, reach out to leaders and go, you know, if you can't get in touch with me, like reach out to your leader and be like, hey, I see Palmer is over here. I need to get this person connected because I know this person, and we'll make it all work. Okay. Because we're better together. That's our tagline. That's what we're doing. So I'll just tell you right now, there's an event going on this week, like Orlando, Mexico, Arizona, Minnesota, Michigan, Alabama, Oklahoma. And if you really sit down and went, who do I know in those areas? But more importantly, who does my team know? Guys, sky's the limit for connecting people. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And then last, I want to give you some upcoming events for future to kind of write down. I don't know if Summer Simons is on here. Is Summer on? Not yet. Summer's putting together a super Saturdays. She's putting together a super Saturday on Interstate 65 that people from Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia can plug into. That's coming up in the next few weeks in January. She'll be putting that out there on the IPA. But I also want to bring your attention to some upcoming. Andrea, do we have that? Yes. Okay, perfect. So we've got, oh, also remember Destin, Florida, Emerald Green. Okay. Think leprechaun. Got to get you in your green. Okay. And then we have a big event. This will rival probably Destin, to be honest, is in Birmingham, Alabama, March the 1st. That will be our next Connect event for the company outside of Destin. If you're like Brent, there's a lot of things going on in Brent's mind. There's a lot of things going on in this company right now. So Birmingham, Alabama is March the 1st. There will be people coming in from all over the place, and this will be a great event with a lot of themes coming around it and a drive for senior officers and special things for them. And then I want to give you one more. April the 26th, Columbus, Ohio. Okay? That will be the Connect event for Partner Co. So you've got Birmingham, Alabama, you got Columbus, Ohio, Birmingham in March 1st, Columbus, Ohio, April 26th. Yes. OH, Tracy Mazeroski. So Tracy, you'll be hearing from in Destin, Florida too. So, all right. Andrea, did I leave something out that I kind of went through today? Did this help? Like I wanted to bring you together to go, okay, I want to lay out, record so you got it for your team. Just what I think is super important right now in the month of January, kicking off 2025, that we can wrap our head around and really build for these events, build for these things. Because the only thing I want, guys, is to help you grow. Anything I can do to help you grow, help you scale your check, help you advance your organization, I want to plug in and I want to help you any way I can. So Thank you, Andrew Rosser, for putting all this together. Everybody give a big shout out to Andrew. She's always helping blurring the lines of sponsorship. Guys, I'll tell you this. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll get this recording up to you. We value your partnership. We can't do this without you. And we can't put these products in the hands of billions of people without you. We need you. We need your leadership. And the last thing I'm going to say is we're looking for leadership. I shared this in Baton Rouge. I shared this in Jackson, Mississippi. We're looking for people in your communities. As you scale a company from 350 to $1 billion, you need influential people. You need the pastors. You need the football coaches. You need the principals, Kayla. You need the dentist. You need the lawyers. You need the people running the convenience stores. The people that are connected. Why? Because they know people. People trust them in their communities. So what do I do with those people? Set an appointment. Connect, connect, connect. Just ask someone, hey, if I were to get this person, could we get on a Zoom with them? Could we have a phone call with them? Could we go by and have a cup of coffee with them or take them to lunch? The answer is yes. That's how we grow the business. One of the things that I'm instituting, and it's just one of me, so we all have to do this. I'll give an example. Michelle McKay. Michelle McKay, I'm going to use Stephanie that's sitting there with Michelle. Stephanie's in Michelle's downline. Stephanie says, Michelle says, Stephanie, I tell you what, I'm going to help you scale your business. On Wednesday, I'm going to give you 3 hours. And in these 3 hours, I want you and your team every 20 minutes to bring a prospect into this Zoom. I'm going to do the presentation, me, you, and that prospect. Every 20 minutes. If I did 3 hours, that's 6 prospects. Sorry, 2 hours. 2 hours, 6 prospects, right? 3 hours would be 9 prospects. Think about it. If it was 3 hours, she could connect with 9 prospects for Stephanie, of Stephanie and her team in a 3-hour window. What more important thing could you be doing? And then she's teaching how to do a presentation 9 times in 20 minutes. It's you presenting in front of the new person. We could be doing that all over. Okay? So reach out to your leader. Think about that strategy. Why? Because now we're connecting with the masses and this thing starts to grow fast. Okay? And success loves speed. Sorry to tell you. You know, everybody says I'm slow as a turtle. And I'm like, well, that's great. But success, you know what I'm saying? Like success does love speed. I love your tenacity, you know, and people's tenacity, but success does like to go fast. And the way to go fast is to scale. Get with your leaders, set some appointments and go, hey, I'd like 2 hours to funnel prospects to you every 20 minutes. Watch what happens to your business. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. I hope this helped. God bless. Have a great Tuesday night. And we'll see you on these calls tomorrow. Have a great one.
Thank you.
Thanks for